yes, we are already back. I want to keep this going. Okay, my shoulders are even right now. They're evenly. It looks like my right side is higher now. Yeah. Just know, I'm not lopsided. Just my ears. My right ear is a little bit lower than my left ear, and my nose is off to the left just a tiny bit. But aside from that, I'm not lopsided. I mean, maybe I don't work out both sides of my body as well as I should, but anyway. Dressed to Deceive. Story quest from Isambard. Cutscene, fade to black. He's thinking. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Thankard walks up. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let mercy in me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. Ah, I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Mercy. So as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. You nod your head like this. Ah, neck. Okay, put on the garments I was given, a weathered shepherd's tunic and weathered shepherd's slops. And now I'm ready to act poor, apparently. In fairness, you are wearing like the exact same thing that the other quote-unquote poor people that you were talking to were wearing. It's apparently all the fashion for certain people of lesser income. Ermagard is a armorer, it looks like. Or works in an armory. They're metal cuirasses, like the pieces that go on the torso and shoulders. And shields and some other stuff probably. But we're inside the shop. Greetings, good madam. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhaps you should rejoin your fellows out of the pond north of Sandgate. Pond north of Sandgate, you say? Swainhilt looks like a dark-robed guy with white undershirt, and he seems to be orating to no one. I preach the teachings of Azemia. A-Z-E-Y-M-A. Azema, maybe. The warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Not helpful. Nerl, the flame captain. K-N-E-R-L. And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone and see to it that you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Kinda rude. Just train me, bro. I can help. Addleston, a mostly white garbed, kind of with a dark inner shirt. Oh, okay. He's got like a white vest that hangs down to the knees. It doesn't really matter. He's got a white turban. He's sitting in the corner with a young lady. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say. Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. I just need help. Help, please. Help. When you need somebody, help. Not just anybody, help. You need somebody, help. I don't think that's exactly how it goes. I'm pretty sure it's not how it goes. Get on top of this ramp. Make yourself feel better. Whoa. Arildis is by herself, fanning herself with next to a bunch of cargo. What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? So that's 2 mentions of a pond. Speaking with Thancred again. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Mercy. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants, and though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you will need to remain in disguise. Sprint. Did I ever re-equip my headpiece? Do I still have... No, yeah, I did. Okay. So we have taken the western ramp to head south. Once again, we are heading through some fairly lush portions of this part of Eastern Thanalan. I think we're in Eastern Thanalan, right? Am I not getting... Yeah, Eastern Thanalan. There is kind of like a raised kind of plateau area. It's raised maybe like 10, 12 feet with the cliff face around the plateau. There are some dusty mongrels up here, but they shouldn't be a problem for me. They are 12 levels too young. Thancred, we are to the south of a pond. Just a pond in the middle of a desertish plain-ish area. And Thancred is dressed in his poor person's garb. A fine morning for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? Cutscene fade to black. You look absolutely smashing, Mercy. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Fade to black again. Waiting. And someone has appeared in white robes. Oh, you poor, unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Says Thancred. Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. He hands Thancred the letter. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me. Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. It was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not even see a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so they could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess that the world's in, then blame yourselves for the gods. He tries to leave, but you're behind him. Ah! Not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But, no matter, there will be time enough to learn the truth. Ungust drops to his knees and then his hands and cries. Mercy, be a dear and take word of these developments to Menphelia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Menphelia is in the Waking Sands area, so this is our first chance. After I re-equip my good gear, thank you very much. Equip and pants. Equip. We're back to showing our bra. Use a Vesper Bay Aetherite ticket. Float into the air in your normal return or teleport stance. Let's make sure that I save this Lancer gear, because I don't think I've done that in a while. Yeah, I've done it a bit. Past Tataru, give her a wave, and into the headquarters, the Waking Sands entrance. Through a few doors, straight down some halls, entrance to the Solar, some beautiful oaken or wooden, dark wooden doors, and into Menphelia's office, where we've been a few times. Welcome back, Mercy. I'm pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see, you've done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amal-Jah know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. That quest is complete. I'm going to do the next one since it's only been 12 minutes. We'll see what we do. Life, Materia, and Everything, given to you by Menphelia. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field as suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalin, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. If I can, I'm going to teleport. I have a bunch of those little guild tokens that I haven't spent yet. Yeah, I'll teleport. 195 gil, teleporting to Black Brush Station. I'm glad I picked it up. And then we sprint. Don't I have... Oh, yeah, weird. Weird that they put those in different... Oh no, I went the wrong way. I wasted part of my sprint. Wasted a large part of my sprint. Dummy. So we are in Central Thanalin. Central Thanalin. A lot more cactuses here. It is fairly green in comparison to Eastern Thanalin. But yeah, cactuses. That's about it. Cacti. Whatever. Some of the cacti have little pretty flowers growing on them. As is traditional. What? Mutamix Bubbly Pots is a goblin. If you don't know what goblins look like in Final Fantasy 11 and 14, picture. I think this is gear that it has on, but I think they have kind of cloven feet. From the foot, the ankle-ish, like lower leg goes up maybe like 6 inches to 8 inches. Then the legs kind of bow, so from that ankle point, or from the top of that little lower leg point, it goes forward and then kind of forms a U with the knee and goes back. So they're kind of like, it looks like they're squatting most of the time. They have faces kind of similar to a horse's in some sense, with bug eyes, and they're almost always wearing masks. And they have kind of Dobby ears, like the house elf from Harry Potter, Dobby ears. They're long, they stick out to the sides, and they look kind of leathery. And they almost always have like a backpack on of some kind. And they talk funny. Shh, squaw. Who is Uplander come to tent ring of Mutamix Bubbly Pots? You hand him Minfilia's dagger. Cutscene fade to black. Cutscene shows a large Rogadin. He's got a two-handed axe on his back. Kind of looks like he's a forge master. That's the kind of gear that he has on. He's got a face plate too that covers his entire face as if he's a welder. Yeah. His name is Swinbros. Fighty Tool drinks in airy self. And then Phobos, a Mikote, not as well armored as the Rogadin, has her arms almost completely bare except for big gloves, for handling hot materials. White vest, sleeveless vest, covers all of her torso. She's got a little black on underneath it, kind of toward the shoulders. Has a black, kind of like an aviation kind of cap on with the flaps kind of going down past her ears. And it covers her ears too, so they got the black leather covering her ears, and she's got goggles on above her eyes, she can slip them down. She says, when full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of Materia. And then Lalafell, black hair, kind of bangs, red eyes, has like a sun hat on, green tunic kind of vest, open chested, showing off his pecs. Red gloves with some black fingers, and then brown pants. If Materia join with other Fighty Tool, Mutamix says, then Big Eyes, Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Pish, shush. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of Materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to the Mutamix, yes? You hand him the dagger. Fighty Tool is unstrong as Eating Tool. Make good TT show of power of Materia. The large Rogadin kneels down and hands him something. The Materia Master. Now, eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool. Yes? Psh, scosh! Materia join with Fighty Tool. So when I'm doing this scosh crap, it's PSHHH ... SHKOHHH ... Psh, scosh. As if he's breathing through his mask, maybe. Psh, scosh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to do him anymore. You see him kind of lean forward a little bit, his hands move, and there's a bright circling light, bright sphere of light between his hands. Fighty Tool gains power of Materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Swinbro says, Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Phobos, the Mikote, says, Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. Lalafell, Kokosamu. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Modemix turned that dagger of yours from somewhat as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mudamix. So, yeah, if you equip gear that is of, I don't know if it all has to be green. No. It can be, so any gear. If you equip gear, it starts with 0 spirit bond, 0% spirit bond, and as you use it in battle or use it in crafting, if it's a crafting gear, it gains spirit bond. When it's gained 100%, you right click on it, you extract the materia, and it gives you materia that I believe is usually representative of, like, if this helmet, for instance, got to 100% spirit bond, I could extract, I think, direct hit rate materia because it has direct hit rate on it. I don't know for sure. I've done it a lot. I've never actually tracked what it gives you every time. Swinbros has a quest here. Forging the Spirit. It is a quest that gives you, if it has a plus next to the quest icon, it's also usually a blue quest icon rather than the normal yellow. It means that it gives you like an extra thing that you can do in the game. So Forging the Spirit. What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. The spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it would be my pleasure to teach you. You are ready to commence your learning. Good. As you will have gathered by now, materia is the crystallized form of one's spiritual energy. As this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in this production. In practice, this means that you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Now, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped, see, and this is achieved by melding it to gear. Know, though, that it takes the deft hands of a craftsman to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on your behalf, but if you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend you speak with Phobos. Melding is her field of expertise. If you wish to remove materia from item, blah blah blah, teaches you how to do the thing I just told you how to do. So yeah, if you want to one day be able to meld your own materia, you do have to become a crafter. I believe you have to become a crafter that is able to work on the craft, like I haven't gone that far into it. I've done some crafting, but I haven't gone far enough into it to know for sure. Like if you have to be a cloth crafter of a certain level to meld materia into cloth gear, or an armor crafter of a certain level to meld materia into armor, or weapons, or whatever it may be. I don't know for sure on that one. Nedrick Ironheart, I've passed you before. You usually have quests for dungeons, and you have one called Halatali that I'm going to accept, and we're going to do that soon. Hail there, adventurer. I'm Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance, and you, my friend, look to me, an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in the corner of eastern Thanalin lies Halatali, and it is there that you will find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years ago, 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, and as it did to most things. Now, Halatali is a shadow of its former self, But in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the flames who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with one Fafajani, Fafajoni, Fafajoni, near the entryway. This video is 25 minutes long so far. We'll see how this goes. I do want to do these dungeons as they pop up, though, because it's experience points, it can be gear, and it also gets them off my quest list, which is nice for me. I don't like having a lot of quests. Or for this character, I'm trying not to have a lot of quests. Back to Minphilia, probably with a dagger. Welcome back, Mercy. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. You're handing over the Materia enhanced dagger. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Mercy, so make it your ally. Now, it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Life, materia, and everything. Oh. Yo, it's complete. I'm going to end this video. Yeah. I'll do a quick video about how to find Halatali, but it's on your map. It shouldn't be hard to find, but I'll do it anyway, because I'm trying to document everything.